You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com. If you have questions, the old captain, America's older brother, the IKEA of consultants, the Dark Knight of advice columns, has answers, as long as you have money. Lots of money. You saying you want me to sell out my friend for a G5 and some money? Yes. Lots of money. It's a great fucking movie. If you don't know what movie that's from, shame on you. But yes, this is a for-fee service. Unlike your teachers and counselors and guidance counselors or professors and parents who just tell you what you want, you will just line up and kiss your ass. You just the most wonderful thing ever. No, there's nothing wrong with. Nope, we don't do that here. We tell you the truth, and the truth has a price because living lies has an even bigger price. Decades and hundreds of $1,000s gone. So consider dropping $35 on a video on average. $25 for an email at assholeconsulting.com. Hi, asshole. Don't use my real name. I'm a mid-20s guy. I'm going to anonymize you. You said don't use your real name. You provide me a lot of information here. You're an upper mid-20s guy, no children, living in Australia. You work in the Royal Australian Navy in something technical, and you're paid $75,000 a year, which is about $59,000 a year, United States dollars. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Live on base and only pay $70 PW in boarding utilities, which is very cheaper in Australia, especially in this area. I try to live as frugally as possible, which enables me to save $25,000 a year. Awesome. I have a total investments of $350,000, $100 equity in a small two-bedroom unit, and then $250,000 roughly in stocks and bonds and other investments. I was fortunate enough for my parents to gift me $150,000. Oh, okay. I was like wondering, whoa, dude, how'd you do that? Like, okay. Can your parents gift me $150,000? Which is inclusive to my previously mentioned investment. I have another 3 years of minimum service I have to complete in the Navy, so by the age of 30, I anticipate I will have close to $500,000 in Australian dollars in investments. Well, so I feel this is a pretty good financial position to be in. I don't really have a life. Well, no, you're busting your ass off in the military and living on base and saving your money. You're squirreling away your nuts. For the majority of my 20s, I have worked. Previous to joining the Navy, I completed a 4-year electrical apprentice to get my electrical trade license, where I was mostly working 6 days a week. Thank fuck I only did 1 year at university studying industrial design, so I can relate to how university's high school version 2.0. I feel like because I have mostly worked in my 20s, I have missed out. Once I try and rationalize to myself that I am in a better position than most other people my age, I do feel quite regretful. Let's stop right here. All right. You did and did not miss out on your 20s. And here, what you're talking about is opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is what the second best alternative that you could have chose was. All right? I could have gone to Denver for college, but I didn't want to spend the money on out-of-state tuition, so the cheap tuition was more important to me. That was still the best thing. But then there's that regret I always have, oh, I didn't go to Denver. There was, I'm sure every guy's got the girl that got away. Everybody's got that story. Maybe I could go get some more. This one didn't really. And then you date more and you're like, oh my God, you're a bunch of fucking psycho crazy women. Where's that nice sweet girl who was really boring in the bed or just didn't give it up? But at the time, like, oh no, I'm going to go. This is a better deal than that. In other words, every choice has an opportunity cost. A grass is greener on the other side, and everybody always regrets it. Always. Or at least you wonder, what would it have been like if I went down that path? Which is fine to wonder, but you got to stop beating yourself up over it. Because even though in hindsight, oh yeah, that was really bad and all that was really bad, and that's why you come to Asshole Consulting, so you don't make bad decisions, you can't beat yourself up over it. Going down that, you look back, you say, yeah, at that point in time, with the information I had, that was the best decision. It's only until you get wisdom and maybe listen to your elders. So, what I'm saying is, yes, the partying and the woo and that, all that, and all girls and drinking and all that. Did you miss out on that? Yes. I am telling you now, you didn't miss out on anything. Have you been to one party? You must have been to at least one party by your age. At least one. And you must have gone there and you fumbly hit about on girls and people were drinking and you're like, oh, this is kind of boring. You're trying to find someone until it's very loud. What you find out is that's every party ever. And that college experience or your 20s, it's boring. It sucks. It's not mentally rewarding and stimulating. And if you ask every guy out there, they'll tell you in the comments section below, my age, every other guy out there, we wish we would have done what you did. You're going to come so further ahead than us. And you are. You have basically retirement money, almost. You are going to get out of the military with an electricianship, a good skill. And your life is going to be so much easier as long as you don't fuck it up and marry some gal's going to take you for half and all that other shit. Your payoff is down the road, and this is the decision you made back then. So yes, there is this oh man, I wish I could have gone out with the guys off of base and all that. Yes, you can, but I'm here to tell you now, you didn't miss out on anything. It's fun for like the first 3 to 6 months where it's new, you think so, and then when you realize, no, this is the same fucking shit. It's the same bullshit. You know, it's too loud. You gotta, now, I don't know what kids your age do. I guess everything's on the internet now. In our day, you actually had to talk to the girl in public, usually over very loud music, and buy her drinks with money you didn't have. And you think you have it tough. Anyway, so I would not worry about it at all. You're doing the right thing. I would not have any regret. All right, and there's going to be costs and consequences to that. Mainly a lack of a social life, but that's fine. Don't worry, plenty of time. When you're 30, you're still going to be plenty young. You can still date 20-something girls. Plenty of time down the road to go and party and have a good time. And not go, for God's sake, I know this is unsolicited advice. Don't tell any women you have this money. Do not tell any women. Don't even tell them you own the house. You're just another, you're an extra, oh yeah, I make. You can tell them what you make. Do not tell them how much you have. Do not. All right, so we got that. The big one for me is I'm still a virgin at this age. All right, okay. I have literally had no girls in my life ever. I feel like this is holding me back in my confidence and moving forward in my life. Once I have completed my minimum service in the Navy, I hope to take 1 to 2 years off of work and travel, and I want women to be a part of that. I'm not the most sociable person in the world and don't particularly care for the company of other guys, most of whom just want to drink at the bar. Fucking boring. Right, okay, like you, I'm also an avid hiker who loves the outdoor lifestyle. I consider myself to be a reasonably good-looking guy who eats healthy, goes to the gym, and knows how to dress well when needed. Yeah, you sent some pictures. You're a good-looking dude. There's no reason for you to be a virgin right now. I attended a dating course. Okay, there's your... Oh, fuck. I will figure out the formula. I will go and I will say these words. She will then unzip my pants and suck my dick. Ejaculate. That's your problem. You are overthinking this. We'll get through this. I'll rip you a new asshole later here. I attended a dating course a few years back, which was a massive eye-opener. Well, a few years back, you didn't learn anything then. To how fun and easy it can be to meet women during the day game. However, outside that course, I haven't been able to have the courage or confidence to do it by myself. Yep, there you go. You're a pussy. You're a pussy. You're a coward. That's it. It's not you're working too much. Look, I tried, guys. I tried. In college, every guy tried. Well, okay, maybe not. But I tried. And I got hundreds of dates. Well, maybe not. That was split. I got more than 100. No, it was 50-something. I'd have to go figure it out again. I did well on the dating front, and I tried it. I could not get laid to save my life. But goddamn did I try. Saw a cute girl, I'd ask her out. So I'd try and think of something witty and funny or something, anything. And I knew, and I figured this out in high school, asking girls to dance, you're just going to get your ass shot down, and that's what you got to get over. You are too much of a pussy and a coward to face that rejection. That's why you're a virgin at 27. Not because you're now doesn't help you working all that time. Certainly didn't help me that I was working full-time and going to school full-time. Not a lot of opportunities for social occasions. But I did manage to get the First Avenue. I did manage to ask out girls in my classes. I did manage to get dates. I think the biggest one for me is you need like 3 dates in a row before a girl will feel comfortable enough sleeping with you. And the schedule would never be like, no, I'm working. I mean, in hindsight, not to give you another personal story, it was so bad. I did have a girlfriend for like my sophomore or junior year, and I saw her once a week, and we lived on the same campus. I saw her and I talked to her once a week because I was that busy, and it didn't dawn on me. She ended up calling me one time crying like, "What's wrong with you? I'm busy, I'm working." Because I had to eat. That's the other one. "Oh man, you're really cold." It's like, yeah, well, when there's food and tuition and bills and cars and phones and everything, I'm not getting my dick wet with her. Why the fuck would I call it? Anyway, the point is, it's a hurdle. It's not a great environment when you're on base, when you're working 6 days a week. But in a situation that was even probably worse, although I did go to class, so there were girls, I take that back, so it was a slightly better environment. I still asked out girls. There wasn't a stone left unturned in my college. You are just a coward, all right? There were plenty of opportunities for a girl, day game, whatever. You haven't lived on base since you were 18. I presume they let you go someplace at some time, and there were people with boobies walking around, some of which you would like to play with. No, you took a fucking class, and there's probably some straight up dope wisdom right in there. You took a class, you're an academician, you think it's a formula, oh, it opened my eyes. Yeah, well, did you do anything with it? No, because again, say it with me, I'm a pussy and I'm a coward. Okay? When you wake up, first thing is that I'm a pussy and I'm a coward. And when you get sick and tired of hearing that coming from yourself, then you're going to say, okay, I'm going to make some changes. And dude, first couple times, yeah, it sucks. It always sucks getting shot down by a girl. But after a while, you're like, because that's how it goes. That's how it always goes. That's what every guy since time immemorial has had to do, is get shot down by women. We didn't even shoot down as much of the Luftwaffe as women have shot down men. Women shoot down more men in a month than the Luftwaffe and the U.S. Air Corps shot each other down. Like in the whole war. Get used to getting shot down, and then you'll get your dick wet. However, outside that course, I haven't been able to get the courage and confidence to do it myself. Can you make suggestions as to how I can bring women into my life and how to gain courage to approach girls so I can bring women along with me on my traveling journeys in the future? Cheers. No. You can't even ask a girl on a date. You are not bringing, you again, I will do X, Y, and Z, and Z, and then I will get a girl to go with me to Indonesia. No. First, you get a date. Let's start, or not even that. First, you ask out a girl. We're going to see how that goes for a bit. You're going to get your ass shot down 9 out of 10 times. And the one time the girl says yes and gives you a number or whatever, half of those girls aren't going to call you back and they're going to cancel at the last moment. So you are at a 5% success rate right off the bat. I'm just estimating. So you're going to ask some girls on the date. When you go travel, you are not bringing a girl. That's a girlfriend. You're not even capable of getting a date, so you're not going to get a girlfriend. And you think this is formulaic or you're working on some kind of electrical circuit. No. This is science. This is women. They have their own minds, their own psychologies, their own independent thoughts and preferences and tastes and likes and dislikes. Each one is unique and individual. You got to figure it out. Thank God they're different and unique and individual. They're not a fucking circuit board. All right? So my suggestion is you're gonna ask at least one girl a week out. One girl a week. And you are going to get used to rejection first. Your goal is not to get a date. That is not your goal. Your goal is to get used to rejection. You're going to ask at least one girl a week out. You should be able to, there should be enough social activity. You should be able to get off base. And there should be a cute girl enough that you would want to go on a date in the rare chance she might say yes to a date. If she says yes to a date, fine, get the number and all that. But that's not your primary goal. Your primary goal at first is to get used to rejection. Then you'll get used to talking to women and getting rejection. And okay, how do I ask them out? Humor. Humor and being clever is always a good way. If you can get some good lines, sometimes you got to think about something. You got to look around. Okay, what assets? What do I got to use? You got to look at all the props that are available to you. I don't know. Easy one. Okay, you're in class. You make a paper airplane. Say, hey, how about a drink later on tonight? And you throw it at a girl. And hopefully it's the one you like and not the fat sound next to her. And then she gets, and then you're just like, hey, like, open it up. She may not know. She'll just be like, you know, you're like, how? That was pretty. There's some charming ass shit I did in my day. Some charming ass shit, and I still get shot down. Anyway, so that's going to be your second. You're going to hone and craft your charming, charismatic approach and being funny and clever and using the assets and the props that are available to you to ask a girl out. Then you're going to get somewhat used to talking to a girl. That's going to be hard in a direct approach, a cold approach. So there should be some other girls in your environment where you start talking to them. And then, you know, after, I don't know, Susie works as a waitress at the bar you go to. I know a lot of guys say don't ask out the bartender gal or whatever. I'm running out of examples. But somebody you run into, or maybe you go to a little library and there's a cute librarian girl. Let's use that one instead. Oh, hey, Amy Sue, how are you? Oh, oh, I'm just checking out my books on electronics. Oh, thank you. Oh, hi, Amy Sue, da-da-da. Hey, that's kind of nice thing you got there, you know. And then the third time, hey, Amy Sue, oh, that's another nice set of glasses you got there. You want to go get a coffee, you know, and when you're done with work here? That's it. That's what you got to do. All right, so as you ask out one girl a week, that's 52 girls over the course of a year, which is nothing. You're going to get used to approaching women and getting shot down. Then you're going to get more comfortable with yourself talking to these girls, getting them on a date. By the 52 weeks are gone or up, you should have other women that you're just not approaching in the street. There should be other women that you know, you're aware of, and have established rapport with that you could, if they're cute and you want to ask them out, then you ask them out. And then you're going to go on the date. And then what happens there, I would do hiking. Do hiking. Do your hobby. Do hiking. Or running. Or something outdoors. And then from there on, dude, don't ask me what to say on a date. Do not. You just go out and you be yourself. You talk to the girl, ask her about her. If you have a question like, oh, well, what do I say on a date? Watch up, how do I become a good conversationalist? Or how do I become an interesting person? You listen to what they say 3 times, not the same thing. They say 3 things about themselves, then you tell them 1 thing. You ask questions about them, and not just questions to have them answer questions, questions that follow up, like you were paying attention, you follow, and you're interested in that. You follow up with that. It's not that hard to be an interesting person, because to be an interesting person, you don't even factor into it. You just make people talk about themselves. You make them feel good about themselves and like you're interested in it. Then inevitably, I mean, you're interesting. You got an amazing career here and some interesting hobbies. That'll come later, and that'll come naturally. But that's what I would say is, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, is you take this girl on a date. Hiking. Visit me again when you get to that point, all right? You're a caveman with a club, clobbering women over the head, dragging them off to caves, and you want to know how to go to the moon, okay? We're going to get you out of the cave and put something on, more than a loincloth, right? That's the stages we're going to go through here. But you are not taking a girl with you on your travels, unless by some freak accident you find the girl, the love of your dreams, is going to be your future wife or committed girlfriend, whatever, fine. Then you go ahead and do that. But for now, no. You don't even know how to date, all right? So that. Now, second thing we're going to do is we're going to get you to stop being afraid of the pussy, all right? I'm sick and tired of fucking 40-year-old virgins. I'm sick of them. And the reason why is you're afraid of having sex. Go to fucking Bali, or go to where it is fucking legal over in Southeast Asia, fly a plane out there, go get a whore or a prostitute, pay the extra money, make sure she's not, diseased, put on 3 fucking condoms, get it out of your system, and fly back not a virgin. Okay? That's it. I don't want to, no. Just like rejection, you're going to get over your fear of the pussy, right? And you are going to have sex with a girl. And it's going to suck, and you're going to perform poorly, and it doesn't matter, but you will have sex with a girl. And then you will come back. And then that big itch will be scratched. You realize, oh, it's not that big of a deal. And you're going to be so much more relaxed when you're approaching women, even though you're still light years away from getting laid at that point. Right? But that ended, you're not going to have to worry about that ever again. It's done. Right? And I know people who are like the 30 and 40-year-old virgins. And it angers me that they choose that. They choose it. If you're in a concentration camp, if you're super busy, you're off to war. I understand. You're stationed out in the Bakken oil field. Got it. Okay, those are logical excuses as to why you didn't get laid. All right, but you don't follow any. No. The 27 is way too late. Way too late. All right? You're not going to be one of these cowards. You're going to go and you're going to find a prostitute someplace, and you're going to be very careful when it comes to STDs. Don't come back, oh, you got this. No, 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 no. You have to be very careful. All right? If you got to pay a high-end, hey, find a friend who's willing to just take your virginity that you trust. Just get it done and over with. All right? But this, if you're afraid of approaching a girl, you're going to be petrified when it comes to actually having sex. So be done with that. And that's how you lose your virginity. If you're like 18, 19, 20, 21, I'd be like, just give it time. You'll find something. But yeah. Anyway, so that's it. That's my advice. I'm sure some people in the Navy might know of a place or two where you can find a girl for hire. Just ask anyone. All right, that's it. That's all we got. YesSoulConsulting.com if you got questions, and I will be your older brother, and I will kick your ass. And it will be advice that you're not going to hear from your mother or your chaplain or your father or your school counselor. We'll see you guys later. Toodles.